What's going on, guys? We are back again. A lot has happened in the past few weeks.
The Pope is here.
Yeah, the Pope is not here. The dope is here, aka
Johnny Guns.
Yeah. So if you guys have been following United Souls and watching the videos and all that kind of stuff, I'm sure you've seen that
The fat lady has sung.
Yeah, basically that was our last video as a group. Paulie had a lot to say. All of it, was on point. And yeah, so we definitely have parted ways for the immediate future, if not more. If you haven't watched the video, it's on the United Souls channel. Go check it out. Anyway. But people have been asking me if that's it, that's over with, no more reviews, and that's not really the case, obviously.
Dan and I will still be breaking your balls, talking about haters, talking about hype beasts.
Exactly.
So,
for
those who can't stand us, keep clicking the dislike button. We love it.
Yeah. For the limited few retarded haters out there who are so pleasant and shine with happiness and joy, go fuck yourselves. Yeah, and keep watching the videos because it just gives us more views. But anyway, for everyone else that's been supporting, thank you. We are going to continue this to a certain extent. Obviously, we're not picking up shoes like we used to every week, it seemed. But for the ones that we do pick up, we will talk about. We'll chop it up with other shit going on, here and there. So it's not completely over with. The show will go on to some extent. All right, so here you go.
What do we have today?
Bait, out in California. They've been doing, cool shit since they kind of came on the scene a couple years back. This collab and for everyone that is kind of confused, they did have another release today with their Jelly 3 25th anniversary edition. So that also dropped today, but that shoe will be here at some point next week. So we're going to talk about that. John has a shoe of his own coming in from over the pond, and he will actually review it himself. So
you will see my smiling face.
Yeah. If you want good comedy, tune in the next video, and you will see
Magilla Gorilla review a sneaker.
There you go. So anyway, back to Bait. They dropped this first collab a couple weeks ago using the Brooks brand and the Regent model. Awesome nickname, I guess, for this shoe. The rabbit foot. Lucky rabbit foot, whatever you want to call it.
It's not so lucky if you're the rabbit.
Yeah, I guess not. But it's a beautiful shoe, and this shoe caught my eye. It's a non-hype type of shoe. The hype beasts weren't all over it. It was somewhat easier to get. But again, it's a beautiful shoe. Materials used on this are on point. It's my first Brooks model, so I wasn't too familiar with sizing, so I had to ask around. So I did stay true to size. I did try these on, and it's pretty accurate. It is true to size. So don't go half down, half up. At least with this model, with the Regent model. I know there's a few other models out there that had been used for collabs, but this one is pretty true. But anyway. Again, the materials, the colorway really just stood out, caught my eye, and I had to grab it. So premium nubuck, premium pixie and suede on this, leather, it's all used, and it's really the way they fucking set it up is simple, but it has that popping factor to it. Granted, it's not a loud shoe by any means. The colors aren't off the wall. It's mostly shades of gray and a little bit of pink, but it really is a head turner.
It's got a classic runner shape.
Absolutely. It's got the air pocket for the cushioning. So it does have some support for people who are worried about it. Comfortable, the tongue is padded. I know some of the shoes out there don't have padded tongues. The interior, the inner liner of the shoe is all leather, and you'll see that in a minute. But I just really wanted to talk about the shoe. So let's get to it. Toe box, premium nubuck, perforated. Okay, it's got the hits of pink pigskin suede on the outside portions of the toe box. Okay, it gives it a little pop to it, a nice little contrast. The whole toe panel itself is premium nubuck. All right. On both sides, inner and outer portion of the shoe, you'll see that you got the Brooks logo in that kind of moldy plastic. Underneath it is the white leather, premium leather. All right, it's not off the hook by any means, but it does the job, so it gives it a nice little contrast as well. You got the perforations in the side paneling as well on the mid portion of the shoe, so as you can see there, also on this side as well. And then when you get to the heel, the whole collar, the heel tab, the heel counter is pigskin suede, so you can see where the materials change. Okay, so here on the tab, then on the outer portion of the heel counter, also pigskin suede. You got the embossing. You got the little hits of leather. Okay, on the outer portions of the heel itself. I'm sure you saw the air pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
You caught that air pocket. All right, so you got the little air pocket there as well. All right. Comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of laces.
Look
Now,
at that, guys. He counted without using his fingers.
yeah, see that? 4 laces, all flat, tonal, waxed laces. At least that's what it seems like from inside the bag. You have a lighter gray, you got a white lace, and then you have a little salmon or pink color
Looks salmon.
as well. This will be a nice little lace to use to kind of give it a little contrast again. If you like to play around with your laces, so you really can't go wrong with any of them. The tongue, hopefully I could pull the laces down a little bit. You'll see the embossing of the Brooks logo.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. And then on the insole, you got the leather padding on the insole of the shoe, all simple pink.
There's pink on the inside.
Yeah. So are a few other things. Well, some people complain that we curse too much.
Oh, that's okay.
So whatever.
Well, we're not Mormons.
Well, they could go fuck themselves. If you're worried about the cursing, we'll throw a little parental advisory note on the description of the shoe.
They say you can trust people who curse. I don't
Yeah,
know
there
if
you
that's
go,
accurate or not, but that's what they say.
Just be real. That's it. Midsole, outsole, all white. Okay, nothing fancy about it. No which way, whatever way you want to look at it. It's pretty simple, clean. It's a clean shoe, but I like it. And this is my first Brooks, and hopefully this will start a trend. And I know we talked about it. I think on the last Diodora video we did, where a lot of shoes have been recycled when it comes to doing collabs. The Gelite 5, the Gelite 3, whatever.
Well, I think it's based on availability as well.
Yeah, but you know what? It's always good to see another model being used.
Sure.
Like, for example, Hanon. I'm sure everyone knows what Hanon, what they do, and this that. They have a Diodora coming out early October, and it's not the N9000. It's not the N8000. It's a whole different model. Look it up, and you'll see that it's awesome that they're using other models within Diodora to kind of branch out and put more variety into the game, so to speak. It kind of sucks when you see people walking around with pretty much the fucking same shoe, and it's always good to think outside the box, to put variety in your closet, that type of shit. So don't always go for the hype beast way. which people claim that you and I we're hype beasts. Yeah, sure we are.
I only wear one sneaker.
Fucking retards.
I only wear the 5s.
You know what it is? I think some people don't really know the true meaning of the word hype beast, but that's
Whatever. You can call me whatever you want. You're not paying my bills.
It don't fucking matter
Okay.
anyway. But it's comical when you hear that kind of shit. But yeah, like I said, it's good to see a different model being used. No complaints. Definitely no complaints here. I don't know if you like the shoe. I know.
I like the color. I like the style of the shoe. I don't know how the air bubble, kind of Nike-ish.
It is. It's kind of small too, and it's only
on one side.
Only on one side. It's not on the interior of the shoe, but whatever. I mean, again, it's something different, but to each their own. Again, this shoe kind of popped out at me, and I like the whole setup of it from toe to heel. But it is what it is. So there you have it. Brooks, Bait, Regent, Lucky Rabbit Foot. Nice little collab from them. It's a good shoe, and for people that got it, good for you. It's definitely something, like I said, something new and
Branch out.
interesting to put in the rotation. For people who are on the fence about it, hopefully this little review kind of swayed your opinion on which way to go. But yeah. So there you go. Hopefully within the next week.
I'm just waiting for them to come from Great Britain.
Right.
As soon as they get here,
You'll see another review. His Asics. You want to tell them which one you got?
picked up the Latigo Bay. Love the colorway.
Okay.
Thought it was the Gel-Lyte 5 version of the diamond release that Asics and Ronnie did together.
Right. So it's the one colorway that some of the sneaker blocks said was the way that they really should have went as far as the whole.
It looks a lot more like the Saga than the 5 did. You know, I think the Saga was the better way. I think the Saga looked better. Harder shoe to get, that's for sure.
Right.
I ended up with the 5. I was satisfied with the 5. I was satisfied with the look. You know, the feel. I love the feel of the shoe.
Right.
The sock liner to me is what sells the shoe.
And I know you're a 5 guy, but hopefully this one will make up for missing out on the Saga.
That's all right.
And then we have, like I said, we also have the Bait Gel-Lyte 3 Nightmare coming in, so we'll look at that, review that a little bit.
Stay tuned. Check us out. Subscribe, like,
Do all
dislike,
that kind of good shit.
comment, hate.
Be the
Be the superstars that you are.
Yeah, the
we appreciate it though.
happy-go-lucky,
Whether
cheery
it's
people.
love or hate, we appreciate it.
Either way, and like I said, we're still going to keep this party going a little bit. Maybe not as much as we used to, but again, times are changing. I think the game has changed. I even said it in the United Souls video. I think the bubble burst. I think a lot of this shit's just being recycled, reused. Some ideas have become stale, but hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully things do change. But until they do, this is the way it's going to be for now. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned, stick around, and keep being you. Peace.
Later, guys.